Welcome back. We're live on Facebook again. We've been live all day today, and I have with me Suzanne Ryan, and she is the owner of T&H Financial Planning. I have to tell, well, I said financial planning, but it's
I do that.
Yeah, but tell them a little bit about yourself, because I know you've been on a lot, and this is a time where so many people have spent a lot of money, and one thing that you do is you help people learn how to, not only save money, right? Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
So what I help people with is organizing, planning, and managing their personal finances. And the reason that I do that is because about, it's 4 years ago now, I found myself single and having to figure it out on my own. I had been married for a long time, raised a beautiful family, and what happened was when I got divorced, I really had to figure out how to do it by myself.
Right.
And there's not a lot of information out there or people I could turn to. And so I went on a personal journey of discovery, and became an expert in personal finances, and then also used my teacher background and to develop a program that helps professionals learn how to manage their money. Not just tell them to do it, which a lot of people do,
right,
but actually work through and show them how to do it.
Which is what makes you different.
Yes.
Now, when you came on, you said, I want to talk right now a little bit about the professionals, self-employed, solopreneurs, and small business owners.
Right. And the reason I want to reach out to them is because I am working with quite a few professionals who fall into those categories, and what I find is that they are doing such a fabulous job at their work. They're making good money. They are, the small business owners are employing people, and yet what we find is that all that hard work and effort is not showing up on the personal finance side. So everything is either going into the business, or they're just so focused on that there's not a focus on their personal finances. So everything they're earning is not necessarily being saved or being put to the best use to reach their personal goals. And so I would like to invite them to give a call into the program, because what I've been doing is helping those professionals refocus on their personal finances, whether they're married or single, and it's absolutely amazing what is happening. It's like, it is a joy for me to watch, because they're taking all that income that they're earning and they're figuring out how to balance what they're doing with that money so that they can actually live their life more to their values and more for their family and more for themselves.
So many people can relate to what you just said, and we're at this new year. We just had the holidays. A lot of people probably overspent their budget, most people do, right?
Yes. Yes,
so
we do.
Now, we're going to talk a little bit about your balance and intention. Does that go along with what you're going to do again today? Now, today you have a giveaway that's it's really cool. So tell them what it is.
So this is something new for 2019. I am so excited about this year. You just don't
Me too.
even know.
It started off with a bang for me. I don't know about everybody else.
It's like, whoa, let's go. Okay, so in 2019, my coaching and the growth of my company is absolutely going to be amazing. I'm working with the one-to-one with my clients, but I'm also bringing financial wellness workshops as a benefit into small businesses. And we're teaching employees how to budget, how to have a plan, how to save their money. And that is showing up actually on the bottom line of the personal employee's finances, but on the bottom line of the business as well, because that savings and all that information transfers into saving for the bottom line.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
It's amazing when employees understand their personal finances. It reduces their stress. It increases their focus on their work. The productivity goes up. And quite frankly, everybody's just a little bit more happy.
Everybody, when you my dad used to say, when you have money in the bank, you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it true?
Yeah. So most Americans don't quite even have $500 saved. At least half. I think it's closer to 70%, don't have $500 in savings. They just are living month to month. And so we want to change that.
Right.
We want to raise that level for themselves and their families, the businesses they work for, and their communities.
And you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with opening up the lines to the audience so that she's going to offer this balance and intention session that is, it's a 30-minute session that you talk to them. It's like getting to know them a little bit, right?
It's a conversation. So we're going to have that session is a conversation about what's going on with your finances, what are the goals that you want to achieve but aren't achieving right now and working towards, and how really can we rebalance what you're doing and change it up so that you are moving forward the way that you want to.
Now, this is something new. Save
Yes,
$1,200. How long does that take?
Okay, so it takes a year.
Well, I'd rather have
This is actually so much fun. What I'm going to do with this is it's a free downloadable, and so you can either call in or you can go on the website and sign up for it. And when you sign up for it, what you're actually going to get is you're going to get this printable that shares how to save $1,200 this year, and not just the programmable way of every month saving a certain amount of money. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share with people who sign up. Every month I'm going to share how do you save that money? What can you actually do? What's one thing you can do that month that you can change a habit, rebalance what you're doing, and save that money so that you have $1,200 at the end of the month.
So what we're going to do, too, is open up the lines to the audience for everyone to call it in.
Yes.
Some people can't just go down online and do all that kind of stuff. And we're going to open up the lines here for everybody to call in and get it, okay? Is that okay with you?
I love it.
On our number here, you're going to get the balance and intention session along with this save $1,200 for the year, this year. And she's not only just going to show you what to do, but how to do it, which is really important. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It says, love your finances, manifest your goals, experience possibility. Love it.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be nice if everybody could feel that way?
So that's my goal. That is my company's brand promise. We want people to love their finances. We don't want them to stress out about it. We don't want it to be an issue with your health, or we don't want you arguing with your spouse or your family about money. We want you to love what you're doing and love your finances. That helps you support what you're doing.
And learn how to save money.
How to do it, yes. And so this is a fun way to do it. And why did we pick $1,200?
Yeah.
Well, because it's $100 per month.
Okay.
Which is very easy to remember to save $100 a month. But the other thing is that if you're in your 20s or 30s and you're saving $100 a month, guess what happens when you turn about 50 or 60?
You got a lot of money.
You got $500,000 or up to $1 million just from saving $100 a month. So we're creating a habit here, and we're going to have some fun with it.
So, okay, can you give everybody just a little tip right now, just for fun, just because a lot of people are listening right now, and they're saying, well, what would I do? What would be one little tip that you might want to offer them?
Okay, so one that actually comes to mind, it has to do with transportation. So if you have a car and you're purchasing gasoline or fuel every week, you actually want to purchase that on Monday or Tuesday rather than on the weekend, because the demand for gas goes up over the weekend when people are out and about and not just going back and forth to work. And you will save somewhere between $40 and $50 a month just by purchasing your gas on a different day.
Wow, you know what? You never know what you can learn right here on Networking Arizona. It's amazing. Yeah. Now, let's go back over here, some of the things that you wanted to talk about with the professionals. Now, you will work with anyone. I want to get to them to understand that.
Yes, that is true.
Go ahead.
Yes. So the thing that the professionals I'm working with, what I notice is, and it's a concern for most people who are self-employed or have their own business, and that is that they don't have the safety net of an employer. So they don't have they usually don't have a lot of savings because they're dumping everything, putting all their money back into their business. And so I help them plan that safety net. The other thing is that they're not provided the benefits, so they're not getting the health insurance. They're not getting the 401k.
You're talking
match.
my story.
Yes. And we are finding that over half of self-employed people don't have life insurance, which if you have a family that is dependent on you, that's super important. There's no sick pay. So if you're sick, guess what? You don't get paid. If you're self-employed. They're also having trouble with keeping records. So there's so many things, all those little things add up together, and that's what I'm helping those professionals with.
Now, we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered into win. Well, we're going to just give it to everybody. It's $1,200 for the year that you're going to save not only how to do it, woohoo! You're going to learn how to do it exactly from her. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Welcome back, everyone. We are talking with Suzanne Ryan, and she is a financial, you're a coach. You're not, as we want to explain this to everybody, you're not a financial planner, even though you can, help them with that, but you're a coach. Let's talk about that.
I'm a coach. I help people plan their personal month-to-month finances. Here's what I'm not. I am not a financial advisor. Right. I'm not certified to invest your money in a brokerage firm. I'm not doing that. What I'm helping you do is organize and manage your money so that you have more in order to do that.
Right. And
absolutely.
To actually learn how to actually save money, to learn, there's a lot of people out there, we've been talking a little bit about the professionals, the self-employed, and believe me, I'm one of them where, I know my money, it goes right back into my business. And a lot of people live check to check, or they live moment by moment because they don't know how to do this. And there are very good and simple ways that they can learn how to do it. But there's a lot of people out there that are not in business, that have, like we've talked about, there are students, there's kids out there that really need to learn how to save their money. How about that are just getting into an apartment that they say they can do it, but they can't. But if they learn and talk to you, they certainly could. There's also people who are divorced, like you. You had that. I had that. I had to start my own business. There's a lot of people out there that are in situations where they need this. Now, we've got our lines open for everybody to learn for 2019 how to save $1,200 for the year in 2019 and how to do it. Let's talk about it.
So this year we have our first annual $1,200 savings challenge. And so the challenge is for everyone that signs up to save $100 a month so that they can do actually whatever they want with it at the end of the year. But the goal would be one goal would be to save it for the future, or maybe you want to save it for a vacation, or maybe you want to give to a favorite charity. Whatever your goal is, that's for you to decide. However, it's really nice to end up in December with $1,200. So what we do is you get the free downloadable printable chart to keep track, and then you'll also get monthly tips and how to save the money.
And that's what she's going to teach you, is really how to do it. Somebody can tell you all you want, but when you learn how to do it, when someone's really giving you those tips and walking you through it, it's way different. Now, we've got our lines open for everyone to get it. First of all, you're going to get a 30-minute balance and intention session, which is just talking about your situation. And you shouldn't be ashamed because we're all in the same boat, that's for sure. And you're also going to get the $1,200 challenge from me. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You got to check her out on her website. It's it's all spelled out, T&H financialcoaching.com. You can also call her direct. It's 480-353-9849, or you can call in here at 602-277-5369. And the tip that you gave before the break was one tip. Would you not know that if you knew to buy your gas on Monday or Tuesday instead of the weekend? I didn't know that gas went up over the weekend.
It does.
It's amazing.
Supply and demand.
Okay, so there you go.
So there's half
That's
right there.
One right there. You can save a little bit more money right there. Should people be putting money under their pillow or any of that?
For this particular challenge, what you can save it in cash, or you can. I recommend opening up a savings account and transferring the money in every month when you get paid.
Right, that way you won't use it.
Right. Yeah.
Is that the reason?
Yes.
So let's talk about you. You do one-on-one financial coaching, and I want to talk about that. Go ahead.
So the one-to-one financial coaching is so very important, because what I do is I take the Brave, D&H's Brave budget strategy, which helps people be balanced. Their finances are balanced, reliable. It creates abundance. It's a versatile strategy depending on where you are in life and where you want to go. And also it's super easy to use.
You just mentioned something that I remembered that you have said in the past, that you do not expect people to not do the things that that pleases them. You know, some people say, well, you can't go for coffee every morning. No, that's not the way you put it. You want them to have that balance. You will let them do those things. Maybe they have to learn to save somewhere else, correct?
That is correct. So every person that I work with, it's a personalized plan. It's what's important to them, what makes them happy during the day, but also in balance. So if you're if you're a person who likes to spend money on your car and fix up your car and have it really tricked out, that's great. Then we look for balance by not spending someplace else. If you're a person who likes to go out to eat, we look for balance somewhere else. So it's the same thing with the coffee. If you like to have that morning cup of coffee, or you go out with meet your friends for coffee, great, that's fine. Let's look for balance somewhere else.
Well, I also want to make it clear too that you don't just do the one-on-one, but you will also go into businesses, and you'll into small businesses at least.
Yes.
Okay, and you will work with them as well.
Yes. So it's such a great program. It benefits the employees, and it also benefits the bottom line of the company. And what it does is I bring the workshops. There's 3 basic workshops, and it's how to budget, how to save money, and then how to
what? Say it.
I don't. It just slipped out of my mind.
Okay.
But anyway, there's how to budget, save, and
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Well, you know, here's the thing about what that's okay. It's what is important is that I think that people really need to learn how to save their money. Nobody does. No, right. Most people, well, not everybody, but go ahead. You got it?
I got it. Pay off debt.
Okay.
Well, duh.
You know, let me tell you, it's a live show, folks. It ain't easy. The holidays are here. It's 2019. And I'm not sorry. It happens to me a lot. So don't worry about it. But okay, say it again.
So those are the 3 basic workshops that I bring into small businesses for their employees. And what that does is it gives the employees information that they can use to improve their lives. And it also increases the bottom line, it increases the company culture. It's just a win-win-win all the way around.
I can tell you right now, if you're somebody that worries about money, whether you own a business or not, you know that feeling. It's just the worst. And when you can feel that you are in control and you understand what you need to do, and that sometimes it takes someone like you, a coach, that can actually not only just tell you, which is a lot of people do, they tell, you actually show them different things that will work for them. You've got great ideas. I love it. Because she's a teacher too, everything that she does is very easy to understand and very teachable. You know, you just have that teacher aspect to you. What grade did you teach?
So I taught elementary school.
My daughter did. You're perfect for me for that. I mean, you know, it's like going back to, you know, elementary school with her, and she will show, and she's all about visuals, which is really neat too. And what people don't understand right now is we're talking here live, but we have no questions in front of us. We're just sort of talking back and forth, you and I, right now.
So I do have to share this because you brought up the whole teacher thing, is that for one of my lessons that has to do with changing a habit, there's a game that goes with it.
What is it? I love it.
It's a game, and you just, you know, I made cards, and you flip cards over, and you look for what one habit you want to change. And then there's also I created a storyline that goes with wants versus needs, and my clients love it.
Absolutely.
Because it's actually fun. It's a fun way to learn how to do your finances.
And when something is simple, and it's made out and spelled out for you in a simple manner,
and you understand why and how.
and then all of a sudden you get it. Our lines are open here for everyone. She's got to challenge everybody right now to save $1,200 this year. She's going to do it $100 a month, and she's going to show you how to do it. And our number here is 602-277-5369. It comes along with the balance and intention session. That is that's a 30-minute.
Yep.
And it's free for you guys out there to learn. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Her website, you got to check her out. She's great. It's T&H financialcoaching.com. What do you want to say? Well, in terms of this, okay, for this right here, Brave, the last time that you were on, we talked a little bit about the Brave, it was a budget. The Brave budget.
I call it the Brave budget strategy. I created this because it is flexible and it's versatile. So I personalize this strategy for my clients who are in their 20s. I personalize it for my clients who have their own businesses or working for themselves. I personalize it for the person who's been recently divorced or recently taking over their own finances. So it depends on each person's situation, and that's the beauty of the Brave budget strategy.
And what's really beautiful is she's made it easy for everybody to get and understand, and when it's fun, like you've made it, is that it not only makes it fun, you're excited about it in the long run, and you'll get it, and that's what's really neat. So we've got our lines open here. I'm going to let everyone keep on calling for the next 10 minutes or so to get this. Let's all do the challenge. I'm in on it. I'm in on it right now, and I'm going to learn. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. This comes along with a 30-minute session that you're going to talk to her. It's a balance and intention session. What are your new goals for the new year? I don't care what it is. Losing weight. You know you all want to save money. You know you've all spent a lot of money for the last year, so Christmas over Christmas, or you're always doing it. This is a great way, whether it's for you personally, your business, maybe it's for your employees. Make them feel good about their money that they're getting from you. The number here to call is 602-277-5369. You can check her out on her website. It's TNHfinancialcoaching.com. You can also call her direct. It's 480-353-9849, or give us a call here and get this. Let's all earn $1,200 this year.
Awesome.
The information